Tepe's on the radio. All right, gents, maps open, trap shut. We're currently awaiting a rotary lift that could arrive at any moment. As soon as the birds land, you'll be moving straight into those, so we will cut this briefing short if the birds turn up more quickly. Be advised, gentlemen, that a mixed force of Shahrani Marines, a mechanised force believed 200 to 300 strong, has taken the port of Laguna and associated oil fields in the last 3 hours. That is grid square 081060 for reference. That force is now believed to be making offensive movements towards San Felipe in the southwest and also critically towards Tigeria in the east, the location of our original landing on this AO. Given that all of Blue forces are now positioned in the north and northeastern parts of the AO, it's now necessary for us to immediately move by air back to Tigeria and then move out on foot in an attempt to stall the enemy advance on that location. We're going to move into Tigeria and then immediately step off on foot southwest of the town, moving up to phase line Kilo, marked on your maps, approximately to the southeast of the river. We'll be conducting a stealthy crossing of that river by infantry elements and then moving up to phase line Lima on the 1020 northing and establishing blocking positions in the vicinity of the mangrove swamp. Current intelligence has enemy infantry elements already moving through that swamp in an effort to outflank Blue 4 defences to the north and therefore take Tigeria by stealth from the seaward side. We also believe enemy mechanised elements are making movements now from La Platte, which is just to the west of the mangrove swamps, in an effort to secure the plantation and the high ground immediately to the east of it, which will enable them to bombard Tigeria. Whilst infantry elements are holding at phase line Lima, fire support elements will move in vehicles available at FOB Harlington, which are likely only to be Land Rover vehicles, to wire for destruction the bridge 110072, which is to be destroyed as soon as it's safe to do so. FSG are then going to establish a fire support position in vicinity height point 34105073, those 105073, where they will hold at all costs and destroy any enemy attempts to move along the coast road. Finally, to note, we believe that the Shahrani Marine force that landed at Laguna was supported by at least quantity 2 coastal cutters mounting 20 and 40mm cannons. Those vessels are believed to be still operating in the Gulf de Sud, which is the area of sea immediately to the south. Their land forces are to avoid all contact with those vessels, which are to be priority targets for any Allied air support which are able to scrounge up at this short notice. This will be a very, very close fight. The terrain it is dark, the terrain is dense, and we are fighting marine warfare specialists who will come at us stealthily onto phase line Lima. It will be essential that Echo 1 and Echo 2 hold firm, deal swiftly and efficiently with their casualties, and that when the time's right, we're able to push out from Lima, sweep and clear the mangrove swamps, at least up until La Platte. On phase line Lima, the order of platoons will be Echo 2 on the southern side, holding the left flank, anchoring themselves on the major waterway, which we don't believe is crossable by foot, and Echo 1 to their north, anchoring themselves onto the hard standing, which begins in the 102070. Everything north of that will be covered by fire from FSG on their positions on height point 34. Any questions about this operation, gents?
Yes, one question.
Go.
One question. 84 supply, do we have any words on that?
At the moment, we believe that there may be resupply available at FOB Harlington as we pass through, and that'll need to be done on the rapid. So we won't be stopping as we pass through. IC should now designate anybody that needs resupply and make sure that that happens as we pass through that FOB. But we won't be stopping on our move to phase line Kilo because time's of the essence. Any other questions? All right. Great stuff, guys. There is time now for platoon and section briefings. If you want to go over any detail or designate anyone to pick up extra ammo as we roll through Harlington, I'm going to get an ETA on the birds, and I'll advise very shortly on a loading pattern. If I don't get the chance in the future, good luck, gents. It should be an interesting operation.
2 platoon on me.
Boothroyd, get that Apache back in the air. I'll be in like 30 seconds.
Let's push 100 meters to the east.
3 moving.
I think we too should pick up AT.
4 mics.
Roughly 3 or 4 mics.
If you're gents, 100 meters to the east.
We're going to have to do something on time estimation. Let's absolutely be hammering it up here. What have we got coming?
5 moving.
2 melons.
Yeah, wait one.
Okay. So Echo 1 in 1 Merlin, Echo 2 and FSG in the second, yeah.
No one's moving on my screen.
Echo 2 in 1 Merlin, FSG and, wrong, Echo 1 in 1 Merlin, FSG and Echo 2 in the other, yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, great.
Go quickly, go.
Hope. I'm in. Go.
Turnbull, was I correct in the positioning of an aid station at the FOB?
Yeah. Hey, you want to move
Did the logistics there, but left the medical kit at the airfield.
We're gonna move back to the
shit.
Jackals.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Let's move all back to the Jackals.
Both of those LMG guys have fucking
6-0 message over.
Special. Right, this isn't my section.
Special needs.
Was that you, Anderson?
Yeah,
my report of aid station at FOB Harlington was wrong. That aid station is still down at Depestar Air Base. So still down at Depestar Air Base. So standard operating procedure, you need to establish an HLS as close as practical to the action and use that to extract casualties.
Right, can you advise all CMTs if you could say, they're going to have to really do the work, so I don't want to be called for T3s, basically, there's only 2 of us.
Bloody hell.
Wait,
so what's to be their action?
Say again, Tombo?
T3s then?
They should be able to deal with them in the field.
Right, so what you need to do is you need to use your F keys to select the members of one of the fire teams.
Yeah, roger that.
Okay.
And use your scrolly wheel to designate colour to them.
Would you mind if I took your AT?
Okay, roger
and,
that.
We'll resupply
I'll certainly brief that out as we get there.
Okay, sure.
You might want to start looking now at IDing an HLS. I mean, there's an obvious one just to the east of Pipeline 3-4, but if it gets hot up there with armour moving around, you ain't going to be able to get in. But initially you might be able to get in roughly 107073, the sort of southwest of that grid square. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get into that mangrove swamp. So he's going to be having to move a vehicle down, extract people on foot to a vehicle, and then back out to basically Stirling or somewhere quite close to it.
He's over there.
Yeah, I'll have a look on the ground.
Alright, great.
Sorry, I'm eating as well, I'm starving.
Yeah, I just stuffed myself, I feel a bit sick now.
I can't find it, the Steam option.
It's just the same as when you actually designate colours to fire teams in-game. It's not actually
with a 7 call Sam requesting ETA on rotary lift over.
Fuck, I shouldn't have eaten that cake.
Hash cake.
Percy pig cake.
Roughly 2 mics of it.
Hashtag cake.
7010, roger that. Will birds be landing in sequence? Do you have a loading plan over?
Yeah, Turnbull, that's how you do it, mate.
Alright, Echo 1 listening. Urgent, company commander's just gone through the company with you know, the general outline of the operations tonight up to both phase lines, and then once we've actually hit phase line Lima, which is the last phase line. Just before I go into any questions on the movement with regards to Echo 1 and any questions from the ICs specifically.
Yeah, one question.
Who's that, Korski?
Yeah, how do we plan to pass the down of Tigeria? Are we gonna follow the MSR?
Right, say again, mate. I've got comments with one of me. Headset.
Yeah, how do we plan to pass the town of Tigeria? Are we gonna follow the MSR?
Essentially, west, southwest. We're basically hitting position 112.069 and then swinging northwest from that position up to our platoon RV, which is 109070. And mention, just quickly, lead section, once you're actually crossing that position, watch your footing. There are some areas that are crossable, some areas that are pretty deep, so watch the contours as you pass through that riverbed there.
Sergeant, can I have that RV point again, please?
Yeah, the first point on the MSR will be roughly 1123.0693. So again, 1123.0693. From that position, we're going to be keeping into the defilade, swinging northwest up to our platoon RV, which will be on phase line kilo in 1095.0704. So again, 1095.0704.
Yeah, seen.
I'm going to keep it pretty standard formation as far as movement is concerned, so 1 up, 2, and then 3. 1, as I mentioned just quickly, watch your footing as you go through the there. There is a chance that should it be too deep, chaps are going to lose their gear. There is a chance of draining as well, so if it's too deep, there's a heads up and find a new route. If not, it should be pretty good to just walk straight through.
Yeah,
I'm not really going to go into QBOs at this point. Just some general notes, lead sections and sections that are covering the flanks. Call out what you can see. So if you've got sightings, if you've got anything suspicious, call that straight out on the radio. If needs be, we'll halt the platoon. If not, we'll continue moving. Once we're actually on phase line Lima, moving up, so that's going to be 2 up. I'm going to want that compound in 104070 swept and cleared. So that will be the responsibility of 2 section. 3 will pass on by, and then 2 will join at the rear. Once we're actually on phase line Lima itself, it's going to be platoon exterior line, 1 in the centre, 2 on the left flank, 3 on the right flank. So 3, you're going to be closest up to the MSR. Is that understood? APOS?
Yeah, I copy that. I'll tell him.
Right, Roger, cheers, mate. Other than that, gents, it's pretty straightforward tonight. I'm going to try and keep the comms as minimal as possible. If we have the opportunity for it, we'll actually get a very quick platoon IC couple up, get some QBOs out, and then crack on. Try and keep the radio as quiet as possible. So we can focus on sectional stuff, focus on positional comms, what's actually going on, etc. We've got private cages and media system as well. Just be ready backwards and forwards from each section. That's usual stuff. If you do take casualties, so we'll keep the position and then call that on the radio. We'll get that in as soon as possible, and usual stuff in contact. All right. We'll have for that. Yep. Alright, I'm going to get the case. Did you copy loading?
Yes.
One.
Okay, join your section, mate. Your CMT.
One right behind you.
Alright.
Off you go.
Right, Jake, you got it. First bird, 1, 2, load on.
Section.
Section, prepare to move.
Left side.
Section.
Section, moving left.
Sorting behind me,
Pista.
Johnson.
Alright, better.
Second bird, mate.
Station.
Roger.
One in.
Okay.
3 okay.
You in.
Give me a sec.
Foreman, okay. Cage.
3 5 in.
Hello, 604-120. This is 0. Advise when forward with a 7 in order to lift out.
5 in.
We're going to need the sections.
0 Bravo 1 3 Charlie 1 3 all in.
4 in.
0 Alpha 1 2 Charlie wrong. 0 Alpha 20 Delta all in.